Hello guys, welcome back to Coding Cafe. So in this video tutorial we are going to retrieve on the find friends activity. When a user search for his friend from school, college or university or anywhere around the world, then we have to retrieve those users and we have to display their profiles here on this activity here. Okay, so let's start working on it. So now come here to the find friends activity.java file, and now we can, this is our activity find friends, and first we have to initialize and cast these fields here. So here we can say private, we have a search button, so which is a image button type, so we can say image button, and let's call it a search button. And the other one is the edit text for the search text, so we can call it as search input text. And now let's initialize this search result list, which is the recycler view. So we can say here as private recycler view, and let's call it as search result list. Sorry for that. So yeah, that's it. And now first let's cast this search recycler view. So here we can say search result list recycler view, find view by id or .id .search search result list dot set has fixed size to true, search result list dot set layout manager new linear layout manager, and it needs a context, which is our this, which means a friends activity.java friend activity.this. Okay, so this is all about the recycler view. Now we need to cast these two buttons here, so we can say search button equals to image button, find view by id or .id .search. Let me check the id for it first. So the id for it is search people friends button, search 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 people friends button. Then we have search input text, so we have to pass that, and we can say equals to edit text, find view by id or .id .search. Let's check it. Search box input, SEARCH search box input. So yeah, that's it. Now whenever user click on this search button, so you can say search button dot set on click listener, new on click listener, and inside this on click method we are gonna call a method. We will create a method here now, and we will call it, first let's call it here, then we will create it. Okay, search people and friends, this is the method. And before calling that, all we need is to retrieve the text from this search input text. So we can say search input, let's copy it from here, search input text, and let's create a string type variable so that we can store this inside that. We can call it as search box input equals to search input text dot get text dot to string. and we will pass this string search box input to this method which we are going to create. So create the method here. So this is the method which we created. So now here we can, first of all, we have to retrieve all the users from the Firebase database using Firebase recycler adapter. So for that, as you know that in the previous video tutorial, when we were retrieving all the users posts, we have already added this library which is Firebase -UI -database. For using the recycler view adapter, you have to use this library. I hope you remember that we have already added this library in the previous tutorial, so you don't have to add this again. I just want to show you guys that how we will use the Firebase recycler adapter. So by using this library, okay, which we already added in the previous tutorial when we were retrieving the all user posts from our Firebase database, and you know that this library version is compatible with this Firebase auth, Firebase services, Firebase database, and Firebase storage, which is the version 11.0.2. so you have to make sure that you use the same version for the, this 11.0.2 is compatible only with the Firebase UI database 2.1.1. so yeah, that's it. So close this and come to the find friends activity now, and let's do the rest of coding for retrieving the user for whom the user will search, an online user will search. So we can say Firebase recycler adapter, and as you know that it needs two parameters. The first one is the module class and the other way is the static class, or you can say the static view holder class, which we will create now. But before we move that, all we need is to create a module class first in order to retrieve the profile picture, username, and the user status. So let's create a module class first. So click here, click new, and Java class. So we will call it as find friends. Click OK, and you can see that our module class is created successfully. Now inside this module class, we can use by public operator, we can say public string, and make sure to use the same variables which is in our database, okay, for retrieving the profile image. So first we can say profile image, make sure to use the same name which is in our database, and the second one is the profile full name, the user full name, so it is by the name full name. So we can say full name, and then the status, which is by the name status, status status. And now we need to add a constructor, so we can say generate constructor with all these three parameters, and you can see that this is our constructor. And the next thing is to set a setter and getter for retrieving the profile image, full name, status from the database. So we can say getter and setter, and for all these three. So you can see that the getter and setter is set successfully. Now we need to add a default constructor, or you can say an empty constructor. So we can say public and public find friends, which we do like that. Okay, so this is our default constructor, or you can say an empty constructor. So yeah, that's it. Now close this and come here. So the first parameter is the module class which we create now, which is by the name find friends, and the second parameter it's need is the static class, or you can say a view holder static class, which we will create now. So let's create that. So come here down, and here we can say public static class. Oh, sorry for that, it is by mistake. Public static class, and we can call it as find friends view holder. It will extend the recycler view dot view holder. So this is our static class, and inside it we can say view, and let's call it as mview, and it need here we need to generate a constructor. So constructor with mview, you can see that. Okay, so this is the constructor, and you can see this dot mview equals to, remove this second parameter. Okay, it will be view item view super item view, and mview equals to item view. Okay, so make sure to do this change here. So now the second parameter we will add here, so we can say find friends view holder. Then we can say Firebase recycler adapter. This is the variable basically, and it will be equals to new Firebase recycler adapter, and alongside with it this populate view holder method is created successfully. First make sure to put a semicolon here, and now as you know that here you can see this, it needs 3 parameters. So inside this, the first parameter it's need is the module class, which is find friends dot class, comma. Second parameter it's need is the layout of for displaying this, okay, the user's profile, so we can add it there. So r dot layout dot all users display layout, comma. The third one is the static class, so we can say find friends view holder dot class, comma, and the third parameter it needs is the reference to our database. So let's create a reference first. So here we can say private database reference, let's call it as all users database ref, and then inside this onCreate method we can say all users database ref equals to Firebase database dot get instance dot get reference dot child, and the child you know is the users node, which is the parent node for all the users. So now come down here and let's pass this third parameter here. So all user database reference. For now we are going to display all the users first, but at the end of this video we will apply a search query, a Firebase search query, to display only those specific users for which an online user will search. Okay, so yeah, that's it. And now come down and we have this find friend view holder class, and now here inside this above this we can first go to the find friends module class, and we are going to set the profile image. So copy this public void up to here, control C, and now paste that here. And now inside this, before we set the profile image, let's come here, and as you know that this is our Firebase recycler adapter. So after this make sure to set the Firebase recycler adapter. So we can say search result list dot set adapter to the Firebase recycler adapter. Yeah, that's it. And now come here, and inside this method set profile image we can say, so for the profile image we have a circular image view, so we can say circular image view, and let's call it as my image equals to circle image view mview dot find view by id or dot id dot all users profile image Picasso dot width, and we need to pass here a context. Let's call it ctx dot load profile, which is by the name profile image. So pass that here. The link is stored inside this variable. Dot placeholder or dot drawable dot profile dot into my image. Now the next thing is to set the username. So come here and we can say public void, copy this from here, come back here and paste that below. Now inside this we can say text view, let's call it as my name equals to text view mview dot find view by id or dot id dot all users profile full name, and then we can say my name dot set text to full name, which is we retrieve from the database. So like that. So copy this method and we will change it for the status. So remove this and come here to the find friend and copy this public void set status. Copy this from here, paste it here. So this is the status. So let's call it as my status and make sure to change the ID for it. So all users or all user status, and then we can say my status dot set text to status. Now we need to get these fields from this inside this populate view holder. So here we can say view holder dot set full name model dot get full name, then the status, so view holder dot set status model dot get status, and the third one is the image. So we can say view holder dot set profile image get application context comma model dot get profile image. So yeah, that's it. Now the next thing is to apply a query to search only those specific user and then to display only those specific user profile for which an online user will search. So for that, come here above, and as you know that we are getting the text, and inside this method which is the word search people and friends, here at the top we can say let's display a toast message first, and this toast message will be length long and the message will be searching, then a query, and let's call this as search people and friends query equals to all user database reference dot order by child, and the child will be, we want to search the user by his full name, or I mean like that. Okay, so we will say here that is full name dot start at search box input dot end at search box input, and then we need to give it a Unicode inside this quotation. So slash uf at ff, so this is the Unicode. So this is our search query. Make sure to put a semicolon here, and now copy this query and replace this with the database reference as a fourth parameter here. So yeah, so let's run our app. So our app is running now successfully, and now let's come here, click on this find friends. So this is our search box. Now let's search for, let's say I'm going to write Muhammad, and let's say click on this search. So all the users whose names start from Muhammad, then it will appear here. You can see that Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Awais, and Muhammad Gulsher. Now let's say I'm going to search for a user whose name starts with A. So click here and you can see that the two users' names start from A. or you can give a full name. I mean, if you want to search for a unique user, so let's say I'm going to search for this beautiful girl, which is this one. You can see that. So yeah, you can search for anyone. I mean, let's say I'm going to search for another beautiful girl. Let's say this is a beautiful girl for whom I am searching, and then I will click on his profile, and then I will send a friend request. So we will be working on that in the next video tutorials. I mean, to allow a user to follow someone and to send friend request to someone. So in the next video, we will, in the next hour, you can say in the upcoming tutorials, we will work on the like feature. I mean, we will allow a user to like someone post, I mean his friend post, and also we will allow a user to send friend requests to each other. I mean, let's say I will send a friend request to this beautiful girl in the next, or you can say in the upcoming video tutorial. So we are waiting for that moment. Okay, so till now we have successfully added the search box, I mean the searching feature, or you can say the searching functionality inside our this cool social networking app. And also we have a user can now update his new post, and he can edit his post, delete his post, he can update his account settings, and he can see his profile and everything. I mean, till now we have almost complete 70% of our this cool social networking app, which is just like Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and which we are developing using Android Studio with Firebase. So yeah, that's it for this video, and in the next video tutorials we will further work on it. So if anyone is new to our channel, then please subscribe our channel, thumbs up for this video, and if you have any confusion, then please let us know in the comment section below. Take care of yourself, and bye for now.